All right, Rick, we're back for another week of Pick'ems. As always, we have our game of the week. It's going to be up in Round Rock. Round Rock, Stony Point, they share the same stadium. This game is probably going to decide the district title. Stony Point's up by one game on Round Rock, so if Round Rock beats them, they'll have the tiebreaker. How do you see this game going down?
I think Stony Point's been the best 5A team in this area all year long. I like their quarterback, Nick McKissick. All he does is win. I'd be very surprised if Stony Point didn't win this one.
Yeah, Stony Point's a great team. If they aren't the best team in the area, they're Team 1A with Lake Travis. So I'm going to go with Stony Point. Too much talent on offense, too much talent on defense. There is some concern because Glasgow Martin did not play last week, and he's a big part of what they do. But Malcolm Marks came in and played just fine in his absence. So
running back,
yeah, they'll be fine. And although Round Rock does have some talent, I just don't think they have enough talent. And Rick, as you know, we have a lot of other games, and a lot of games have a lot of importance this week. Playoffs start next week, but for a lot of teams, they might as well start this week because if they don't win, they're probably going home. So let's talk about some of these games. Austin High versus Anderson. Winner is likely going to the playoffs.
Well, Austin High is desperate, especially after losing the Westlake game. And truth be told, Austin High is probably more talent from top to bottom. They've got Emory Blake, who is going to Texas Tech now as a Red Raider. I just think they've got too much talent. They'll win by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, guns up there, I guess. I think that loss last week, I think those guys were humiliated by Westlake. I think that's going to light a fire. I think they're going to have the best week of practice they've had all season, and I think they're going to get the victory this week. More playoff, win and go on, lose and go home. Matchups up in 16-5A, Cedar Park, Leander.
Oh, that's a tough one. I like Cedar Park. Every time I pick against them, they win. Every time I pick for them, they lose. But the jinx is going to be over this week. Cedar Park is going to win. They got Dedrick McKnight, as we talked about earlier. They've got too much offense, and I like them. Firepower.
Dedrick's a great player, but I'm going with Leander. Leander's at home. I think that will help them. Well, actually, they're both, I guess, at home because they share the same stadium. But it's in Leander's backyard, literally. So I'm going to go with Leander. I like their quarterback. I like just what they're doing out there, so I'm going to go with them, continue that streak they have up there going to the playoffs. Also 16-5A, McNeil traveling to Georgetown.
McNeil's another team that's hard to figure out. I'm going to take Georgetown. I think they've got too much balance, offense, and with the run and the pass. I like Garrett Gilliland as a quarterback. He could run it too, and but he's an outstanding passer in that district. I like Georgetown. They're playing at home, and I think that means something.
Georgetown, they're undefeated at home, and I just don't believe that a team that starts the season 5-0 is not going to make the playoffs. And Georgetown got off to a hot start. Had a couple bumps along the way on the road. They're back home. They're comfortable there. The other Garrett, the quarterback, is going to get it done this week. And Georgetown's going to go on to the playoffs. And finally, last game, Lockhart at Manor.
I like Lockhart. They've got one of the best Hardaways in the area. There's actually been two with Dominique Hardaway is an outstanding running back. And just from an offensive standpoint, Lockhart's just got too much for Manor. Manor has the horses.
Yeah. But
they're all locked up in the barns and stuff, so I'm going to go with Lockhart.
Yeah, Lockhart, they have a great Hardaway, but Manor has that guy Riley Beecher under center. So I like Manor. They're, once again, at home. I like home teams in these kind of situations. The crowd's going to be fired up. The players are going to be fired up. They won a district championship last year, and those players know how to get it done in crunch time, so I'm going to go with Manor. And so I guess check back with us next week. If these teams are in the playoffs, I guess that means we were right. If they're not, I guess we were wrong. So
I think I was right.
Yeah, probably.